Hello. Yes, well, yesterday actually, and today were the big days when I painted the top of the rig. The thing of it is that even in spring, like after just like an hour or so in the sun, it was like a fry pan up there on the roof. And in fact, when I got up on the roof to scrape off all the silicone caulk that they had covering up all the rivets and stuff, it was overcast, but then sometimes the sun would come out, and as soon as the sun would come out, it was hot. It was like a fry pan. So I definitely needed to, or felt like I needed to, paint the roof with a thermally reflective surface. And so let me switch the camera here. I got this stuff, Lanco Siliconizer Heat Reflective Coating Energy Saver. I kind of went overboard, I guess, 5 gallons. It was $80 shipped. I haven't even used half of that. But basically, and I've decided to paint the sides too. But here's the roof up here. I didn't do such a great job. Some of this is a little thicker than I planned. But basically, like I said, 5 minutes in the sun and this would get super hot. Let me zoom out. This would get super hot. This is actually right here, cool to the touch. The sun's down there. And actually going from the underneath, it was like a fry pan underneath. You stick your hand up there, and which wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world, because basically heat rises, but it would be better just to not have to deal with that. So I got it up on the little rain drip tray and around the back edge, and this edge right up here. So it doesn't look super hot. I got like a sponge brush to maybe do the sides better. But tomorrow I'm going to do the third and final coat, and I'm going to do it, if it's cloudy, I'm going to do it as soon as I can, even though I haven't waited the full 24 hours, because that sun kicks my ass when I'm out there to paint. And it's not even that hot yet. I mean, it's just in the high 70s here. Anyway, thermally speaking, this has been an absolute success. Like I said, let me see. Now that I have this off, let me switch. Look at this. Look at that. That's cool to the touch. That's like as if I was touching metal that was in shade. It's crazy how well that stuff works. Now, if I knew somebody who could buy half that bucket, I'd definitely sell it to them at a discount, because that would be like $40 value. I'd sell it to them for like 25 bucks, whatever's left over. That probably won't be able to do that. The real question here is whether I'll be able to, whether the paint will be able to hold up. It's like they say, it's siliconizer. It's supposed to be super elastometric, so it should be able to handle some flexing. It's designed for roofs, for metal, concrete and asphalt roofs. So we'll see how well it lasts. I even got it in the very front here. The very front, this is like cast aluminum right there in the corners, and then that's sheet metal, the same sheet metal from the top up there, or maybe it's another sheet, I forget. But anyway, all those rivets are painted, and up on the top I used flashing caulk, and that was actually black. It looked like fudge, and actually it smelled like fudge. I don't know what they put in it to make it smell delicious like that, but I didn't eat it. But it's all completely covered. Hopefully it will hold up in the test of time. And and my China door, my Alibaba door is in the port. It was unloaded off the ship. And the container was moved into a warehouse, so I'm just waiting. The shipper has contacted me, and as soon as it comes in, as soon as they're ready, they will text me, and I will tell them what day they can deliver it, because they're going to do curbside delivery, and so I definitely have to be here. But by the way, this is thereabouts where I'm going to put it, right up next to the passenger door. It's a left hinge, or that's what I ordered anyway, and it's 5.5 feet high. When I get it, I will have to mull over exactly where I'm going to place it. It's probably not going to be between these two pieces here, so I'm going to probably have to take one of these out. I'll have to exactly how far forward I'm going to place it, and then hopefully they'll have a template, and I'll verify that, and that's going to be very nerve-wracking. But then I'm going to cut it out, mount the door, and Bob will be my uncle. And at that point, I'll just put some temporary stairs right here. Let me switch this. Temporary stairs right here, or like a stool or something to get up there. But ultimately, I will probably cut out this part and then down, and then have some either automatic or manual stairs, 2 steps, because this is essentially the height. Right here is essentially the height of the floor. So you'd want it at least one here and then one down here. So 2 steps would be ideal. And I thought about having a ladder or something like that, but screw that. I want stairs. All right, so anyway, tomorrow will be the last, or at least on the roof, the top of the roof. I might touch up the sides at another point, but thermally speaking, total success. All right, talk to you later.